a distinguished guest arrived at the palace of King Menelaus. He was Paris, the son of the king of Troy. Troy was a small kingdom on the Anatolian peninsula, modern-day Turkey, facing Greece across the sea. Menelaus warmly welcomed Paris, and even the young queen, Helen, came out personally to receive him. Paris was handsome and charming, very popular among women. Helen fell in love with him at first sight, and losing all sense of reason, she fled with Paris back to Troy. Paris also looted many treasures from the palace. King Menelaus of Sparta saw this as a tremendous insult. That very night, he rushed to Mycenae to ask his brother, King Agamemnon, for help in avenging him. Agamemnon was the overlord of all the Greek states at that time. He immediately summoned the kings of many small Greek kingdoms to a meeting. There, it was decided that they would unite and use force to destroy the city of Troy. Agamemnon was elected as the commander-in-chief. Soon, a mighty army of 100,000 soldiers and over 1,000 warships set out grandly to attack Troy. Thus began the war between the Greeks and the Trojans. The Greeks believed that everything in the world was arranged by the gods, so they created a beautiful myth to explain the cause of the war. According to the myth, the hero Achilles' parents, King Peleus and Thetis, a sea nymph, were getting married, and many gods from Mount Olympus were invited to the celebration. The banquet was lively and festive. Suddenly, a furious goddess appeared and threw a golden apple onto the table. Inscribed on it were the words, "To the most beautiful goddess." This goddess was Eris, the goddess of discord. King Peleus had not dared to invite her, but she came anyway and stirred up trouble. All the goddesses wanted the apple to prove they were the most beautiful, so Zeus, king of the gods, ordered them to go to Troy and let a shepherd named Paris judge. To win the apple, the goddesses each made tempting offers to Paris. Hera promised to make him a powerful king. Athena promised to make him the wisest man in the world. Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty, swore to let him marry the most beautiful woman in all of Greece. Paris gave the golden apple to Aphrodite, for he cared neither for wisdom nor power, only for a beautiful wife. In fact, Paris was not a real shepherd. He was a disguised prince of Troy. With Aphrodite's help, Paris abducted Helen, the most beautiful woman in Greece, and the wife of King Menelaus of Sparta. This sparked the war between the Greeks and the Trojans. Although the Greek states united to attack Troy, the city was extremely well fortified. After 9 years of fierce fighting, they still had not captured it. In the 10th year, a clever Greek general named Odysseus came up with a brilliant plan. One morning, something strange happened. The Greek fleet suddenly set sail and disappeared. The usually noisy battlefield became eerily silent. The Trojans believed the Greeks had finally retreated and ran out to investigate, only to find a gigantic wooden horse left on the beach. The Trojans surrounded the horse in amazement, unsure of its purpose. Some suggested dragging it into the city, while others proposed burning it or throwing it into the sea. Just then, some shepherds captured a Greek soldier and brought him to the Trojan king. The soldier told the king that the horse was an offering to Athena. The Greeks expected the Trojans to destroy it, which would enrage the gods. But if the Trojans brought it into their city, it would bring divine blessings. The horse was made large, so that the Trojans could not easily take it into the city. The Trojan king believed the story and was about to order the horse to be pulled inside when a Trojan priest named Laocoon rushed over to stop them. He urged them to burn the horse and threw a spear at it. The horse emitted a terrifying sound. Suddenly, 2 giant serpents emerged from the sea and attacked Laocoon and his 2 sons. They fought desperately, but were quickly killed and crushed by the snakes, which then slithered away and disappeared beneath Athena's statue. The Greeks claimed this is punishment for trying to destroy a gift to the goddess. The Trojans, fearful and convinced, hurried to drag the horse into the city, but it was so massive that it exceeded the height of the city walls, so the Trojans had to dismantle part of the wall to make room. That night, the Trojans celebrated what they thought was a great victory. They sang, danced, and drank until late into the night, dreaming of peace. In the dead of night, all was silent. The Greek soldier, who had persuaded the Trojans to bring in the horse, was actually a spy. He approached the horse and knocked 3 times. This was the agreed signal. Fully armed Greek soldiers, hidden inside the horse, emerged one by one. They crept to the city gates, killed the sleeping guards, and opened the gates. Hidden nearby, the Greek army flooded into the city.